So audience, commissioners, we need to be frank with one another. It's been suggested that this is an issue all about political will, and I think that is a point very well taken. It is about the political will of the city of Los Angeles. We're planning commissioners. I think most of you in the room know that we volunteer for this assignment. There is no compensation, except perhaps you could think that today's hearing might be a form of compensation, and hearings like it, we've had lots. We are not ultimate decision makers. We have no role relative to litigation. We get to initiate. We get to be a first voice, but rarely and almost never the final voice. I know there are many of you who would like me to find that super, hyper, turbocharged set of boxing gloves. And they'd like the commission to put those boxing gloves on and solve this problem. Let's be frank with each other. We need the city council. We need the city attorney. I wish that the mayor had a bigger stake, not a stake, that's a misspeak. I wish he had a bigger role by charter in this than he has, but that is not our system, that is not our structure. Our eyes and ears need to stay on this. Quite likely, more importantly, yours do. Whatever the language becomes, whatever the time frames become, it will not happen. It will not happen without your keeping everyone's feet to the fire. And with that, I turn to my department, our department, the planning department. And I say this with sympathy and respect, but also with the idea that the time is now. Our department has been left out of this process for far too long. It's a question and a topic that planners nationwide, if not worldwide, grapple with as their daily bread. It is the role of professional planners to shape our cities, to shape our communities, to protect our health, to make our society livable. And if I hear from one more politician that the economics of signage, the revenues to be gleaned from the very wealthy signage industry, is the only factor to be discussed, I'm just going to have a fit. It is a topic for professional planners, and my department, our department, the time for your voice to be heard and your wisdom to be shared and your experience to be transmitted to all of us is now. This is a call to action. It is a window of opportunity, and I look forward to the coming weeks and elevating your role and having you shine above all the other voices in the conversation. It's a tall order, but I think that it is one that you're obliged to meet. It is your responsibility. The legal issues are a swirl. If you open a law book, go on to a LexisNexis, visit your local law library, we have felled a forest of trees under the wrath and the glare and the imposition of the billboard industry. I, for one, share your frustration. I'll take it a step further. I am tired of the city of Los Angeles, our beautiful, fantastic, world-beating city being the doormat of the billboard industry. I don't profess to have the answers. I'm just so happy to support your motion, and I think as we craft it, because the legal issues sit on our shoulder, and there are judges in some number of courtrooms in Los Angeles that will be looking at this, it is sure to be yet another provocation to litigation. I think we need to let the attorneys, the elected officials, and the planners do their job, and specifically Vince, our department, to bring back an interim control ordinance that speaks to all of Mike's concerns and the concerns of his fellow commissioners. But we need to let you do your job and bring back to us what you think is responsible, what leads us in the right direction, given the testimony and given your expertise. There have been calls for outside experts. Many of us in this room have met with them, spoken with them, know their names. I invite our department to take the benefit of their wisdom as well. My